Welcome back to another edition of If I Gotta See It, You Gotta See It. Why? Because why not suffer together, baby? We all remember a couple days ago, the topic amongst all the people who pretend to care about Black lives was Rodney and Ryan Hinton. And for those of you who don't remember, I'll remind you, a kid got shot by the cops, and then the father of said kid went and killed a random cop, and a bunch of people online thought, yeah, this makes sense. We're going to support that because you take random son's life that I don't know, you can take their random officer's life that none of us know about still to this day. And that makes total sense. And we discussed ad nauseum how there are people out there who are desperate to see someone else start the revolution, start the change, start the changing of all the things in society while they sit crisscross applesauce in their bed or in their car or at their job complaining that no one's doing the work that they pretend to care about doing. And we've talked about the reputation that one leads when they stand behind something, especially when you have a job. Because when you have a job and you give your bombastic take about something online, there's the potential that your job is going to catch wind of what it is that you're doing or saying, especially in a world where a lot of people get offended by everything. And if you say something that's very bombastic, that creates a lot of controversy, they're going to say, hey, where does he work? Oh, he works there. Let's see if we could let his job know about what's going on in this world. And that is what happened to this man who felt so confident in what he was doing, standing up and standing behind a man who killed another man because another man, completely separate from the scenario, killed his son.
Oh, now you claim you don't understand this because how Rodney Hinton went. Now we aggressors, huh? Because we want to protect our seeds. Because what Rodney Hinton did was he told you that if my son don't come home, it ain't no home. So now you looking back and you like, oh man, why a black father get to do that, huh? That's that black strength. And yeah, he might go to prison. And yeah, y'all might give him life. But we stop caring no more, man. You see, you already say we the majority up in there. But as long as you start continuing to take our life out here, we gonna make y'all the minority of getting hunted down. You can't keep doing that to us. We ain't going. Rodney gonna be straight wherever he going. He understand, like every black man understands at a certain point that sacrifices must be made. Sacrifice must be made. Can't keep holding our hands. We can't keep being in the background scared no more. Nobody. None of us, me included. If you black, if you look like me, this what they doing to you. They hunting you down every day. Hunting you down every day, hunting you down. Hunting down you, hunting down your people, hunting down us. They want us out of there. And then when you react, oh man, you a criminal. Man, listen, bro. If y'all killing us anyway, what we got to lose? Nothing.
And you could imagine that his job saw that, maybe after it went viral, maybe after some people saw that and said, this is not really the smartest thing for us to have a part of our company, and they fired him. And he's not been happy about being fired because of that.
So my job fired me today. I got fired today because they seen my post and they seen that I was standing with Rodney Hinton Jr. Volkswagen fired me because they said that goes against the company's policy. So the company has a policy where they can look at your social media, and if they don't agree with your post that you make on social media, they can let you go. I've been with this company for a minute now. I've been with them for over 5 years, but they decided to fire me because of my views on the Rodney Hinton Jr. situation that I made online, and you know it done accumulated me so many views, and I don't feel like that this is right. I don't feel like a company should be able to look at your social media posts and fire you, but Volkswagen fired me today because of my social media posts. If anybody's ever went through that or had to go through that with a company, let me know. I don't know what to do now. I know I gotta go get another job. But if you out here and you making these contents and you standing with these people and you planning on being being a part of it, just know that there's stuff that's gonna come back behind this. Not gonna cry and complain. I'm just letting you know that because I stood up and I made a decision to stand with this black brother in his time, that my job let me go. So be careful what you post out here. So people was telling me to post, and I'm gonna continue to post. Volkswagen need to be known. They should have never fired me, but I need people to know that if you out there and you posting this stuff online, be careful. They'll fire you, man, because these jobs, they hold full control. So it's no freedom of speech, man. We out here and we doing this. I got fired for speaking my mind in my job. If you want to donate and fund to me, the link in the bio, and it's right there in the comments. But yeah, they not playing with us out here, man. Be very.
And you know, you could stand up for your pretending to care about black lives. You could stand up for wanting to speak truth to power. But need I remind you all, the guy you're defending killed somebody who didn't even have ties to killing his son. So he just randomly went about doing this the dumbest way possible. And he's probably going to go to jail for a long time. But hey, as long as you're out saying that he did something justified, I guess that makes the most sense. And what's funny about this guy specifically is that he lost his job, which means he's losing out on money. And I'm certain that he, much like all of us, is having to worry about bills, rent, car payments, all these things that in adulthood we all have to deal with. And he's decided to go a funny little route. Instead of finding another job and hoping that they don't back catalog him to see that he's somebody who may go on social media and be a headache for them and their reputation and their standing in society, he decides to try to milk in on the current trend going on of GoFundMes based off of stupid fucking reasons and says, hey, you should donate to my GoFundMe.
The post about this earlier, somebody was like, is he gonna cry? Is he feeling sad? I mean, in a way I am. You want to know why? Because I gave these people 5 good years. And because I chose to make a post that was personal to myself about Rodney hitting him standing up and doing what he did, and them actually going on my social media and seeing that and making that the reason to fire me, it's just crazy. Yeah, I want to cry. I got bills to be paid. I got two daughters. I'm a single father, so you know, yeah, I'm worried. That was my avenue. We pay health insurance, lights, water bills, and a lot of people, when I made my first post, was like, "Go work for yourself. Go work for yourself." We're doing what? I got you know how you work from face to face. So I'm asking if you see this, to make this go viral. I post my Cash App on here. If you can send $1. Just $1. I know 1,000 people gonna watch this video. If I could just get $1, then I can help pay my rent. And I'm a worker. I post every day until I get another job. But I know it's gonna be some time. And I was getting paid like $35 an hour down there, man. But to people that's out here posting and you feel like you got the freedom of speech, you don't. You need to watch what you're saying on these online platforms, because in states like Tennessee and I don't know, like Florida, I think so too, it's a work at will state. What that means is they can literally fire you for anything. They can say, they don't even have to tell you. They can call you in HR and just let you go. So unless you have the funds to work for yourself, then watch what you say, because freedom of speech is not free.
And at current standing, he ain't really making no money. Why? Because the people who know about him, know what he's been saying, are saying, well, you kind of fucked this up. You kind of made this mistake. This is your fault, and you're expecting people to make bank for you because of your decisions. Now, to at least be combative on that, you do have examples of people doing things and being able to be forgiven by the grace of the internet and make a lot of money off of it. And somebody's going to look at that and say, maybe I could get in on the fun with this. Maybe I could tap into all of that stupidity and make a little bit of money myself. And it could work, but there's also the potential that it could not work. And it's not worked for him. And I wonder, who could you blame in this scenario? Could you look inward and see yourself and say, I made this grand mistake and it cost me my job? Or could you blame the black community for not helping you?
Man, you disappoint me, black community. Like, I lost my job standing up for what's right. Being a righteous warrior. That don't matter, man. This community don't accept that, man. They don't accept that. They don't really give a fuck about righteous warriors in this black community, man. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna tell you really, man, how it need to be now, man. You know what? I'm finna devote my time and my energy to tearing down this fake ass perspective y'all got of this black unity. Cause ain't no unity in the black people, man. Y'all only want to unite against shit when it's up to y'all causes, man. Y'all want to only unite when y'all feel like it's a purpose, it's a reason, but y'all ain't really united, man. That's why you don't deserve no rights. That's why you supposed to be second class citizens, man. Y'all can't even come together for y'allself, man. Yeah, that lady supposed to have $800,000 a million for calling that little girl the N-word. Look at y'all people. You pathetic. You don't even like you. You can't even donate $1 to me. Man, damn you folks.
Now what I want y'all to do is think, just for a moment, think. Imagine fucking your life up, knowing that you got 2 daughters, knowing that you got car payments, knowing that you got bills, and you decide, yeah, I'm gonna say something on social media, probably one of the dumbest things anybody could do, and you lose your job for it. And for some reason, instead of just, all right, taking your lumps with it and saying, all right, I gotta give me another job, I gotta make sure my family stay all right, I gotta make sure bills paid, I gotta make sure we all right and our heads are above water, you go to social media and say, please donate me $1. There's 1,000 people who watch, donate me $1. 1,000 people this, 1,000 people that. And nobody, next to anybody, is donating. And in your quick reaction, you could either say, all right, maybe this was a dumb idea. Maybe, even though there's probably somebody who'd be generous enough to donate me some money, I'm going to just turn against the whole black community. The whole perspective of the black community is in shambles because nobody gave me money. The whole reason the black community deserves to be second-class citizens is because y'all didn't give him money. Methinks that don't make any damn sense, but I'm often lamented as somebody who doesn't care about black people. And even in that weird rhetoric, I've never said black people deserve to be second-class citizens because a dumb fuck didn't get any money. I'm sorry. I know that there are a lot of slow people who think I hate all black people, but here's my thing. I don't think it's the black community's job to save your simple ass. Why? Because you put yourself in that bind. You put yourself in a predicament to where you lose your job because you wanted to stand up for somebody who doesn't even know you exist. But I'm certain he's gonna roll his eyes knowing that you support him. He's probably gonna roll his eyes knowing that you lost your job supporting him in something that was his own crusade, that really put him in a predicament where he's in jail for a long time. There's a man in a casket and his son is also in a casket, and nothing in the world, last I checked, has fucking changed. But congratulations on having your one video mean something to you so much that it cost you your job. But to think that means everybody's supposed to come stop what they're doing and support you is absolutely asinine, because this world is forever changing, forever rotating in a constant cascade wheel of stupidity. Don't believe me? Look at all the people talking about DDG and Haley Bailey. That is something that they're going to talk about for a while, and then they're gonna move on to the next thing. Hell, do any of you still remember Brick Lady? Apparently, she's going to court in June. And after that, the cycle of stupid will continue to spin and spin and spin and spin. If people don't have time to worry about you and the things that you got going on, because sometimes in the very rare instance, someone's too stupid for everybody else to even give a little bit of credence to. They're too stupid to even focus on. Why? Because sometimes, in the rarest of times, everyone understands that it's your fucking fault. And I want you watching this video right now to understand sometimes it could be somebody else's fault. Sometimes it could be this random third party that doesn't want the best of you. But sometimes, good majority of the time, it could be your fault. And it, for you, random man who thought he was doing something righteous, it's not the black community's fault. It's not Rodney Hinton's fault. It's your fucking fault. I hope you land on your feet. I hope you get another job, because everybody got to make some money in this world. And I hope you learn that you probably should keep your opinions, whether they be strong or small, maybe sometimes, to yourself, because I value my job more than I value trying to look cool on the internet as some internet savior who's trying to save someone who's not going to be saved in any legal capacity. But in the meantime, I think you should subscribe to this channel. Why? Well, no reason other than on a Monday to Saturday basis, I find something stupid on the internet and I use my verbal skills to call it stupid, and maybe, just maybe, I confuse you with a little bit of wordplay along the way. And I'll end the video how I end most videos. Well, not really most, but some of them, in order to piss off a lot of people. Ketchup belongs in the pantry. Subscribe. Mwah. Goodbye.